2 years ago, I started repairing this damaged Volkswagen T4 campervan. After many hours of cutting, welding and painting, we had a van that looked pretty good. After stripping out the old camper interior, fitting a new floor, then fitting a diesel heater, it was time at last to make furniture. In the last video, I finished off the last of the doors, fitted the worktop and the smeg sink, and got it all plumbed in.
Clean up.
Now I need to do something with these horrible green seats,
Shelf out.
do the wheels, and then finally go camping.
Template didn't work out bad actually. One little error. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. I am back in the garage today. The weather's quite dry out there. It is New Year's Eve, so I've only got a few hours because we're going off to a party, as you do on New Year's. And I've got the seat bed bases in here. A few weeks back, I've done a bit of research on vinyl dyeing. The plan is to dye these grey. Well, actually, I'm going to spray them, so that's what I've got to set up on the trestles. Just going to get some panel wipe, give them a good clean up, and then hopefully, I've not done this ever, so we're going to have to be a bit of trial and error how I'm going to mix it up. I'm not sure if it's going to go 50-50 or 2-to-1 with water, with the dye, get it in this paint gun, and then hopefully just lay some on it and see how it comes out. So without further ado, just going to get on with it today. Oh, look at it. Dirty. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them all a nice clean, then I'm going to turn them over. So I think you might want to do a little bit of the underside. It'd be a good idea to practice dyeing the underside just a little bit around the edges before I go on to do the top part. And yeah, I think that's a good plan. So let's get on and get these panel wiped down and clean, because they are absolutely filthy. I think we're going to go 50-50 to start. We'll put it in the little gun and see what happens. Anyway, we'll have a go. Not sure how well this is going to go, but I'm sure we'll get there in the end. Could take a few coats though. You know how light it is. Very, very light. Oh, that's alright. Well, not going too good at the moment. Hopefully it will go better once we get a little bit more on there. I've changed my mix, gone from 50-50 to 2-to-1. I might even change down to 3-to-1 and see how that comes out. I mean, it is covering slowly, but I think I went a little bit heavy at the start with the gun. Hopefully we can get it back. Lucky enough, we're only doing the bits that you can't really see that well. Obviously some of the sides you can see, but most of them you can't really see. So we'll let that dry and carry on applying this stuff, and hopefully we'll end up with something that looks half decent at the end. If not, we'll have to have them covered. Well, after a little bit of trial and error, I didn't think it was going to work at all actually. It's actually starting to go on a little bit better now. So just gone around that edge, quite pleased with that edge actually, not too bad. I'll probably flip that over once that's dry, and I need to do these edges on these two, and then we can maybe get it flipped over. Whether if that's going to be today is another matter, because I think I need to leave it quite a while to dry See, it's water based, it's air drying, so it's not like a chemical reaction to make it dry like 2-pack paint. So anyway, let's get on. Let's coat these sides up if we've got enough mixed up here, and carry on moving. So it's been about 50 minutes and we've let that dry, and it looks pretty good actually. I'm quite pleased with that. Looks much better than I thought it was going to initially. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some more mixed up, but I'm going to go in a bit of a bigger gun this time. So I'm going to give these a wipe down, and then we're going to be able to get some more dye on these. That actually turned out a lot better than I thought. I'm just going to let them dry now. When we come back tomorrow, I'll be able to mix up a bit more, another coat, and I think that's going to be them done. I'm back in the garage, and I've just painted these here, see? The second time round. Well, actually, second stroke third time. And they're looking pretty sharp now. Not sure what they're going to be like when they're dry. They do take a few hours to dry, so I'll be back in a couple of hours, and we'll have a look then, see what they're like. Well, another cold one out there today. I'm back in the garage. Seats have dried up really nice, so I'm just going to get the garage open, going to throw them in, and then let's take a look when they're in place. Well, really taking shape. Pleased with the seats. Got them done, and been messing around with the leisure batteries, and we're going to be close to finishing this project off very soon. So got to get my wheels sorted. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with them, but here they are. I think they're really tidy. So set of 18s, got brand new tyres for them as well. Then we just got to deal with these centre caps. Now what I'm thinking is I might actually paint the wheels silver, and then these little caps I might paint body colour. Got some curtains on the way as well, so I'm going to be getting them in as soon as I get them. So curtains in, one for there, buy a little wrap round thing for the front, and yeah, we'll be camping. I've been trying to fit these here curtains. Cut a long story short, I've got to modify them. These are bought for a T4, 5 and 6. That's what it said on the listing. It's a shame, because if they were just left straight, it'd be just much better. So what I've done is I've had to go at straightening them, which is not the easiest thing. But once they're all in and fitted, I don't think you're going to see it. Quite disappointing really, because when I first got them I thought, oh, they look nicely made and all that. The curtains ain't bad. They've come up short. So let's get this one taken down, and then we can modify it. Right, to the bench. What a pain. So after some measuring, I decided it would be beneficial to make a key that would slot into the aluminium. This would make straightening a lot easier, as we had more than one rail to actually straighten. Well, we've made our little key. What I need to do now is I need to warm this up and hopefully straighten it out a little bit. That's better. I like that. Got rid of that horrible little curve there. Once I screw the end bits in, that'd be perfect. And there we go. Number one done. Really pleased with that. It looks really nice actually. Was a little bit of messing around straightening that channel out, but now it's up. It looks pretty good. So on with the next one. We have two curtains. Got that one done. That one's in now. Well pleased with it. And now I've got to get and do the one in the back. So let's do it. Oh, but first I'm going to eat my mince pie. Well, love them or hate them, putting the old tie backs like that. I quite like them like that. But if you've got a view on that, let me know in the comments. But I've seen some people don't like them tied back like that. They just like leave them, you know, straight without the tie backs. But I like them, so I think I'll leave them for now. And I think we're going to have a little tidy up and then jump in the front, and I might be able to start sorting out this radio. And I'm waiting for another battery charger. A little bit more on that later. I've finally come up with a bit of a plan of how I'm going to wire up my radio in the front of the van using my leisure battery. So I've got myself a little diagram there. So the plan is, got my radio there, got the vehicle battery, got the leisure battery, and all I'm going to do is, instead of running the radio from the vehicle battery, I'm going to disconnect that cable from there. I'm going to run that leisure battery cable, which lucky enough I'd already run anyway, it's in the front of the van, straight to the radio. And also I've got my ignition switch, so when I get in the van and drive it, the radio will come on with the ignition and connect to my Bluetooth and all that good stuff, and be using, so when I stop the van, turn the ignition off, I'll go in the back of the van, then I'll turn my radio switch on in the back of the van. That will then create another switch live, turning the radio back on and connecting up with my Bluetooth. So hopefully that's going to work. All I need to do is make a few soldered connections in the front of the van, and that should all work. We're back in. Thought I'd give it a little test. So first test is to make sure that the radio works, because if now it's connected to the leisure battery, so its live supply is coming always off the leisure battery. So if there's no leisure battery, there'll be no power, so there'll be no radio. So let's see if that works first. Yes, we've got that. Right. Ah, there we go. Oh, worried it. Let's turn that off and we can test it from the back. So when we switch that on, we should, oh, there she goes. Go back to our Bluetooth. There we go. It's exactly what I wanted. But anyway, let's turn that off. Continue. Well, good news. I've been waiting about most of the day. Two good things. The battery charger's turned up and it is doing a much better job. I need to get that swapped out, but also the wheel fairy turned up with my new wheels. Not going to show them to you yet. I've put them on. I've shown a few people and everyone's saying they look really good. So gonna have to get on them and get them refurbed now. Should have done it before, but you know, I was so eager to get the tyres on, and I didn't know what colour I wanted to do them till they was on the van, and now I've seen them on the van, I know what colour I want to do them. Just a few little details on them that I want to sort out. So what I'm going to do now is dive back into this cupboard here, take the door off, take the drawer out, take the shelf out, take the board out, take that other battery charger out and fit this one. Well, busy little bee me. Put the new battery charger in and working a treat. And it's got a nice little cooling fan on that one, so pleased with that. It's gone in quite well. Got all the cupboard put back together, just to have a little hoover up. And next job is going to be the wheels. that is me about ready to start putting a bit of primer on these wheels. Well, the first two anyway. Well, I think that's going to have to do for the primer. Just going to let that flash off for 10-15 minutes, dry nicely, and then be able to get some of our silver, reflex silver actually, from a previous van, and get that mixed up and we can get that on. So, see you lot in a jiffy. Actually, don't look too bad. Well, that's two of me 4 wheels done. Next time you see them, we'll be putting them on. So I'm going to get off to work and I'll see you shortly. Well, we are nearly done with this van. The battery clamp's done, it's ready to drive. I'm actually going to get it insured the weekend, and just going to go over it, give it the final detail, and then we'll be able to take a look and see what we think. here we are at the end of this project. Today I'm going for an MOT, and it's going to be the first proper test drive of the van. So let's hope it all goes according to plan, and we get a clean MOT. I'll see you guys on the way. Well, we're in it. Ain't too bad. A few annoying rattles in the back, but I've had a look and it's the bed. A little bit of metal, and it's rattling on the top of a bearing where the bed rolls on, so I might have to put a little packer in there when you're travelling. Would you believe it? Straight through the MOT. Well pleased. And actually had a good old look underneath the van, and took a load of images and stuff, and it looks really good, really good. I was quite impressed with it down there, so just going to drive myself home now and enjoy it. Well, quite a sad moment really when you're filming the last few clips of a video you've been making for a few years, I might add. And I'm just looking for a little place I'm going to go and park up, have a cup of tea, got myself some lunch, and sit in the van and reflect on all the work I've done on this thing in the last 4 years. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last video on this van, and then we'll be on to some new content. So let's get to our little park up and get the kettle on. As I said, this is going to be the final moments in the van. I'm going to have a little go, make a cup of tea, sit and have a bit of lunch, enjoy the dry weather we're having today. This has probably been the worst month that I've known for quite some time. February in the UK has been a real washout. I was hoping to go out and do a camp in the van, but what with work commitments and other things, I've just not had time. So this is about the best you're going to get for the final video. So let's have a nice cup of tea, shall we? So at long last this van's finished, really pleased with the outcome, and just going to sit here now, enjoy my prawn salad roll that I bought, and a donut maybe, and yeah, just enjoy it for a little while, because sadly it's not going to be in my hands for much longer. I hope the new owner's going to enjoy it as much as I haven't. Anyway, I'm just going to enjoy my lunch now, and have my tea once it's cooled down a bit, and then that's going to be it. Well, I'm actually really going to be sad to see this camper go. It's been a bit of a labour of love, I'll be honest. When I first got it, I didn't think it was going to be as much work as it was, but you know, I should have known better. But there again, you know, you always have a vision of what you think something's going to look like when it's finished. I'm quite pleased with it, and I hope the new owner's going to be pleased with it. Onward and up, as I say. There's always another project, isn't there? I have got me on another couple of projects. I've already got one, which we haven't started filming yet, just collecting parts for that. and we'll be getting on with that swiftly. But I have just got another little job maybe lined up as well that I've got to do on another camper van, so maybe we'll film some of that, maybe we won't. But anyway, just going to finish my lunch now and listen to me tunes on my radio in the front. So I've had my prawn roll, I've had my tea, very nice it was too, and going to get myself out of here now, and we're going to end this video here. So if you did enjoy the video, don't forget, give it the thumbs up, and if you're new here, whack that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.